do some sculpting. Okay, so sculpting is actually like a term that we use to use the control point, okay, this one, to create a shape. Okay, so we just, like, for example, I selected these two point here, then we can sculpt and then we can move it. Okay, so the thing is, okay, currently I'm using the Rhino version 6, so this is in the rendered preview. So when you update the shape, okay, you also update the shape and then the rendering also. Okay, so let's start with the this tutorial. So I already opened a new file here. Okay, all right. So sorry, this, okay, we have to understand that the basic of surface. Okay, so I know that we already have a few tutorial so focusing on the surface, but okay, for example, I want to create simple, a quick surface. Okay, so I'm going to use okay, this command. All right. Okay, and okay, I have something to share with you. Okay, a tips. Okay, I share with you later. Okay, during the tutorial, but I just want to have a quick explanation. Okay, about okay, about the surface. Okay, so usually, like, maybe in the last semester we already have the tutorial on how to use the basic, okay, of the surface tools. Okay, so just remove, okay, this one to the other end. Okay, so this one, okay, I just click the tab, alternate, and I just copy it to the other end. Okay, so next is I'm going to create okay, so no, this is not the tutorial yet. Okay, this is just refreshing, some refresh on the, okay, our, oh, sorry, okay, what is surface, yeah. Okay, so I just take this point, then I bring it here, okay, and then, okay, I'm going to part here and then go here. Okay, so let's say, for example, we look at the curve network tools. Okay, so for this one, okay, instead of using loft, okay, we are going to use the curve network. Okay, so this one, yeah, okay, the curve network. So curve network is actually like working like almost the same with the loft, but different is that the loft, okay, or sit to rail, they have this right, this rail, and then for example, if you want to use the sit to rail, you have to select the rail, and then this going to be your cross section. Okay, but for curve network, okay, because we have two direction here, okay, two direction here. So I just want to share, yeah. Okay, so when we create a curve, okay, surface, okay, for example, we are using the curve network. Okay, so we have, okay, this kind of here, so this has an ABC. Because this just a new, they have only have the position option, and the tangency and the curvature they available for the editing purpose. So I just click OK. So actually, okay, when we do this, when we already created the surface, okay, you can turn on the control point. Okay, so this is the control point. So when you turn on the control point, you can just select, okay, a few point here, and then you can start it to manipulate the shape, okay, using the point. So you can move it up, okay, or maybe you want to move down. Okay, so even you can scale it, right? You can scale it, and then just want to make, okay, you just want to explore with the shape. Okay, so this is what you can do with the surface. So when we should go at the rendered, okay, okay, so it's not really seen, but I think you can see, okay, the shape of it. Okay, the one more thing is that actually we can rebuild the surface. Okay, so for example, okay, we have this one, okay, the rebuild surface. Okay, so what is this? Okay, so actually we can rebuild the surface according to the point that we want to add it into the surface. Okay, for right now, okay, the original has 7. Okay, so you can see the 7, and then the V is 7. This means that this is U and this is the V. Okay, so the original is 7. Okay, and then you can say, let's say that you want to create more point. Okay, you can just click like this. So you can see that the line, the point is already getting more. Okay, so let's say point is 20, and then this is UV. Okay, actually it's the continuation. Okay, So I will show you later. Okay, let's say we click this. So when you change to 20, okay, so when you click the control point again, it will show you more point to control. Okay, so you can have more options, okay, to control or sculpting, okay, in the Rhino, okay, especially if you want to do the surface editing like this. Okay, so this is what we call sculpting. Okay, all right, so let's say that after you've done it, okay, obvious, okay, you go to the surface tool and then you can rebuild it. Okay, and then maybe you want to change back to the original, you can change 7 7, okay, and then preview and then click OK. Okay, so it come back to the original one. Okay, all right, so this is about the U. Okay, so let's go to the V. Okay, what is the V just now? Okay, so we go back to the rebuild surface. Okay, you can see the V. Okay, right now it's a 3. Okay, what if I change to 2 and then 2 and then click preview? Okay, nothing happened much. Okay, but if I say change to 1 and then this is 1, okay, and preview and then click OK. So 1 is actually, you can see that how the topology of the geometrical become. Okay, so when you change select this point, so this one, okay, when you change to 1, when you pull this point up, okay, so it's become very geometrical. Okay, so this is what is the v count is for. Okay, so let's say that we try to rebuild again, then we change the v, okay, and the u and the v, this one, okay, the v, okay, to 3, and then this is the 3, then we click preview. Okay, so you can see that, okay, the continuation of the topology of the surface already become much smoother. Okay, so the lesser the number, it become much geometrical, and then the higher it will become much more smoother. Okay, so this is the basic of the surface editing. Yeah, okay, so now I just will delete it. Okay, let's go with the tutorial on how we can create the okay, the sofa. Okay, okay, the organic shape. All right, so I will start with using the just a very control point curve first. Okay, so we are going to use the curve network for this purpose. Yeah, okay, so I will just okay, create something like this. Okay, using the, oh sorry, all right, before we do start it, okay, before we create the line, okay, can you see it down here, okay, the record history. Okay, so actually it's better for you, okay, before you start any project, okay, always turn on the record history. Okay, always record history. Okay, this is very important also, because if you want to explore, okay, the shape, and of course uh, the organic, okay, design using Rhino. Okay, it's really advised that you always turn on the record history. Why? Okay, I will show you later. Okay, so before we start any project, okay, turn on the record history. Okay, it's much better if you can always record history, and then you just click uh, a point like this. Okay, so we try to freely design like a, organic shape chair. Okay, so for this one, okay, I'm going to make sure that it has this okay, the same. Okay, so I just move it here. Okay, right, don't worry about this part here. Okay, so later we just get this change, adjust it. Okay, so let me adjust it. Okay, the point. Okay, so before we proceed, okay, let's look at the curve. Okay, whether the curve is acceptable, the shape is acceptable or not. Okay, so it's depend. Okay, all right. Okay, something like this. Okay, so under perspective view, okay, we have shape like this. So let's move to the okay, the top view. So I will start creating object this. Okay, like this. Okay, so I just make it freely, but sure, okay, the line is end at the same grid. Okay, so we go to the perspective. Alright, so this is the part when you can be try to control this one. Okay, so I will try to pull it up. Okay, let's go for this right view first. Okay, so I will select this. So at least this line is going to be at the middle here. Okay, so you just click on the point and then you just drag the point up. Okay, try to put this line, okay, and at the middle. Okay, maybe down here. Okay, it's up to you. But for this one, because I just want to explore, okay, so I just create. Okay, I just pull this point up like that. Okay, so this is going to be the center. So okay, right. So this point, okay, maybe we need to go down a little bit. It's up. Okay, so let's see from the perspective. Okay, whether we need to adjust the thing. Okay, so it seems that this part here. Okay, we need to adjust a little bit. Let's pull it up over here. Okay, and sorry, I want to select this point, but it's all right. And this part here also. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm going to treat this. Okay, so this part, okay, I'm going to mirror it. Okay, mirror, and then I will use this N as a base. Okay, and then now we have something like this. Okay, all right. So next is, okay, I'm going to create an ellipse. Okay, but you can see that the shape here is not really round, so I'm going to use ellipse. Okay, I will use this diameter. Okay, this diameter. So I'm going to catch from this point, and then we catch on this point. Okay, all right. So okay, I think it's good, very good. Okay, all right. And then this after the point here. Okay, so we can see now. Okay, right now, it's not really 90 degrees. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will create a line here. Okay, so I will just click on this. Okay, so at least we can get like a 90 degrees. Okay, all right. So the trick is, okay, okay, if you are using the Rhino 6, okay, when you click on this, okay, so you see the gumball here. So there's a point here. Okay, so this is actually when you use the gumball, and then you can see that this point, okay, on the blue arrow and the green arrow and the red arrow. You can just click on it, and then you can directly, okay, extrude it. Okay, and then you can you know move this. Sorry, just actually want to move this. Okay, then just click OK, don't worry. Then I just click this. Okay, so we are going to use this plane, okay, to cut the excess point here. So I will use the trim, select the cutting objects, and then I will trim this tree. Okay, oh sorry, we have to do it on the right view. Yeah, we just cut the excess of this. Okay, don't worry. Alright, so I will just delete it. Okay, so this one, okay, maybe you want to use it, okay, we can delete it or hide it. So we are going to create, okay, another ellipse diameter. So I will click from here to here and then try to catch this. Okay, so okay, you can see now, okay, the point is not really touching each other. Okay, so you can just click on this and then you just pull it. Okay, so it's matched, okay, with the end of this. All right. Okay, so from the perspective view, now we have something like this. Okay, this looks like very weird, but this is going to be our, uh, basic. Okay, for us to explore more about the design. Okay, and then the shape. All right, so this one, okay, we are going to use the curve network. Yeah, okay, curve network. So we are going to select these two first. Okay, then we just select, okay, the curve, okay, and then you can click OK. So we come up with something like this, okay. So let's say that I just click on this. So remember that we already turn on the record history, yeah. So when I click on this, okay, we can see. So when you turn on the record history, okay, for example, you select this curve here, okay, and then it will show the point. So let's say that you want to explore more a bit about the shape, okay. So you can adjust this curve, okay. Just select this, so I will pull at this, so you can see that it's updating the shape, okay. So this is why it's very important that you always turn on the record history, okay. So let's say that just turn on this, okay. I will select this curve and this curve, okay. So it's automatic show the point here, so I will just select this point, okay, and then I just using the gumball, okay, gumball to scale it, okay. You can see that it's already start to move, okay. So this is what we call a sculpting environment, okay. We play around with the shapes and the point, and then we try to explore more bit of the shape, okay. So maybe I think this part here, okay, I'll just click on this, okay, shape. So I can select this curve, okay. Maybe we're going to yeah, use the curve, okay. I'll change to posted, so I can see the curve, alright, this curve, okay. And then show the point, okay. So as you can see, there's a curve inside here, okay. So the point inside here, so we can adjust it, okay. So you can also use the side view, okay, in case that you want to explore it more, okay, and everything, okay. Alright, okay, let's say that you are satisfied with this kind of shape, okay. So okay, I will just show surface, okay. So let's turn on this, okay. Let's turn on this surface, and then you can see that, okay, there's a lot of points here, okay. So if I okay, if I turn on the show surface, okay, you can see there's a lot of point here. So actually, okay, we can rebuild it, okay. So rebuild it, okay. So using the surface tools, and then we are going to rebuild it, okay. So now it's like a 44 and a 47, okay. Maybe we can change it to 10, no, not 10, okay, and then 10, then we click preview, okay, and then click OK. Alright, so when we rebuild it, okay, actually we already broken the record history, yeah. So when you select this part, okay, so when you do it, okay, nothing happened because we already broke it, okay. So let's try to turn on the control point, okay. So shaded, okay. So this is the part when you can do the sculpting, or you want to explore, okay, the shape, okay. So I just, for example, I just pull it out like this, okay, and then say that you're going to select these 2 points here, and then you can just move it, and then you can pull it, okay. So just play around the shape just to make the things, okay. And then the same thing that the point here, okay, you can select these 2 points here, okay, and another, this is the point, yeah, inside here, okay. So I've just turned on the ghosted, so I can see where's the other 2 points here, okay. See this one, okay. And then we try using the using the gumball, okay, try to sculpt something like this, okay. So maybe if you want to do that a little bit, okay, you just can do something like this, okay. You see, then you can press escape. Alright, alright. Okay, how about this opening here? Okay, so this one is always like a become an issue. Okay, how I'm going to close this part here. Alright, so in Rhinoceros, okay, we have this special, very special. Okay, it's just like one of my favorite tools that I'm going to use for surface editing. Okay, it's known as patch. Okay, so patch is that is going to create Okay, example, okay, it's going to, if you have like an uniform, okay, this one, okay, an uniform shape, okay, you want to extrude, okay, so I just click on it. So you can use patch, okay, uh, to create close like this one, okay, alright, then just click preview, then okay, so you can see that is close very nice, okay. So to do this, okay, so we are going to use patch, okay, to close this end. Okay, so go to the surface and then just click patch. Okay, so you're going to have to option whether you want to refer to the curve or the surface edge. So this one, you just click on this and then we can select the surface edge and then press enter. Okay, the thing is that you just click preview, okay, and then you can check, okay, so maybe you want to make it nice, okay, 7 7, so okay, it's up to you, okay, but I think, okay, this one is already acceptable, so I just click okay, and then we are going to do the same for the other end, okay, so I just surface, then patch, okay, and then again, okay, when you select the edge, okay, this edge, we have an option whether you want to select the curve or the surface edge, so we are going to select the surface edge, okay, enter, okay, we click preview, then click okay. Okay, so actually like when you do the rendered view, okay, I think it's already okay. Alright, okay, so okay, let's go back, okay, to the modeling. Alright, so let's say that I want to add a little bit of, you know, the leg, okay, because of course these seats, okay, need to be supported, okay, so change a little bit, okay, I just still want to play around with this shape, okay, so I just you know, turn on the control point and then you know, adjust a little bit, okay, alright, so the look is very organic right now, okay, so I just want to add a little bit okay, the shape, this part here, okay, we try to come up with something to close. Okay, so I'm going to create. Okay, I think started from the side. Okay, so okay, just going to draw something like this. Okay, and then I will draw this. Then here. Okay, okay, so this part maybe needs to be a bit bigger. So later I will create one rail. Okay, okay, so from this part here, okay, this one I will make it a little bit bigger. Sorry. And, all right. So this one, okay. So let's try to do the sweep one rail. Okay, so this is going to be our rail, and then this is going to be the cross section. Okay, so adjust this starting point. So you have same the quad here. Then press enter. Alright, okay, maybe something like the shape that I wanted to look. Okay, so for this end, we can just use the patch. Okay, oh, sorry. So goes to surface edge. Go to view. Okay, right. So this one, just drag it together with this one. So this position will be just want to put it here. Okay, there is. Okay, this one, just copy join it. Okay, don't worry about the broken. Okay, so I'm going to trim, okay, this one, and then I will cut this surface, okay. Oh, okay, need to a little bit, okay. Up here, okay, let me try to bring this spot up. This one and this one, okay, just bring it up a bit. Okay, so this one, okay, let's try to do the trim again. Now we trim this. Okay, okay, and done. Okay, so I already open like opening here. Okay, so this one, okay, I will use this instead of a gumball, I will use this one to rotate. So block at the end, and the other end. So I just going to rotate it. Okay, and try to move it. Okay, so for this part, okay, I will use this edge blend surface tools. Okay, so I will select this one as the first edge. Okay, and then I select the second edge, this one. So let me adjust the starting point. Okay, so we have a very smooth transition. Okay, so click OK, and you can see that okay, I will make sure it's going to on the curvature, and then just click OK. Right. So this one, okay, I will already make the another. Oh, this one is not. The hole is not yet. Okay, so I will cut. Okay, just let me hide this first. Okay, so I will use this curve, okay, to trim the other side. Okay, the other side of okay, so this one is supposed to. Okay, right. Okay, I will see. Okay, so this one, okay, I will just copy this one. Okay, so I will do the mirror again, and then we will the surface again. Okay, okay, select the first edge and then the second. Sorry. Okay, you have to make sure that you select all the I need to change edges. Okay, I need to turn on. Okay, and select this, and then select this one. Okay, so go to the starting point. Okay, I always adjust the starting point at the top. Okay, or it has this have the same direction. Then okay, right. Okay, so we're already done this part. Okay, so let's remember the one. Okay, so this one we reuse this curve. Okay, right. Okay, I will use this curve. Okay, to create another one. So okay, just move it a little bit. Okay, so it's somewhere here. Okay, okay, right. I just move it. Yes. So this point. Okay, I will adjust this point. Okay, then click on this, and then click on this. So adjust the curve. Okay, done. Then again, okay, we are going to use the strip on rail. Okay, and the surface rules strip on rail. So select this as a rail, and then this other two as a cross section. Okay, adjust the starting point again. Okay, so make sure it points on, and then make sure the direction is the same. Okay, and then click OK. Right, and then use this surface, okay, patch, okay, to create, okay, this, okay, at the surface edge, okay, always remember. Then okay, we already have you know, curve this one curve. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and then press alternate and then copy it. Okay, so this one I'm going to use to trim. Okay, the surface here. Okay, the very done. So I'm going to I have to check also. Okay, just in case I accidentally trim. Okay, the part. Okay, so this one also surface. About this. Alright. Okay, so okay, and then just press enter. Okay. Okay, we try to do it again. Okay, I will use split this time. Okay, so I'll just click this. Right. So I can just select the objects and then I just can delete it. Okay, so it's much smoother that way. And then I have this leg that we already done. Okay, so I'm going to use this one again. Okay, so I take 2D, and then I just hop on the end. Okay, just try to move it. Okay, just okay, no worries. Okay, and then let's try to do the blend surface again. Okay, so surface. Okay, blend surface. Then just put. Okay, adjust the starting point again. Try to find its something like this. Okay, so let's try to adjust a little bit. Okay, just make it bigger like this. So we have 0.4.3. Okay, okay, right. Then we mirror this part here. Okay, to the other part. So we're going to select this mirror. Okay, there you go. Then okay, let's do the surface tool again. We do the blend surface. Change edges. I will turn on. Okay, and then this one. Okay, so adjust starting point again. Then we adjust this number one 0.4, something like that. Just now we did on the side. Okay, alright, there you go. Okay, so for the finishing, okay, I will just click on this so I just can see the surface only. And then we'll try to hide all the curve that we already done. So I just select the curve and then hide it. Okay, so yes, okay, this is the shape that you come up with. Okay, so let's go to the render. Right, okay, so let's try to put some put some materials on it. Okay, so this is how you can print material. So we just put the plastic. Okay, so this is like a very direct. Okay, we try this time we try to use the render preview. Okay, so we selected the plastic. Okay, and then I will change the color maybe to red. Okay, and then select all, and then right click. Okay, apply assign to objects. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, the preview of the organic chair that we already done just now. Okay, so around. Okay, so let's say that if you want to change, okay, you can still select the display point. Okay, so let's say example, you want to explore more. Okay, this shape, okay, you just pull it out, then just like that. Okay, there you go. Okay, so that's all. Okay, this is the tutorial for this week. So after this, we continue for next week tutorial. All right.